forward, then they go through the carousel. That's corner number 5. Head north just a bit, then drop into the box.
Here
6,
we
7,
go.
and
Ethan
8.
Arndt on the pole. Jack Crawford outside of the front row. We roll down to the starting area. The race stewards are looking over the drivers.
There you go.
Racing green, green, green down into 1. Micromax National Championships on the line.
There you go, leading the way. Ethan Arndt, cart number 49. Coming up the back, you got Crawford, Hefner, Pearson, Ports.
Everybody's through. A nice, clean start there.
Oh.
Once again, until we got somebody off in turn 4 and they have contact. But all the carts continue. We had a fairly hard side-to-side contact down in turn 4, but everybody's now continuing. Arndt continues to lead.
Whoa, we got a breakaway already up front with the top 3 carts.
Chase Hefner in the second spot. Not going to speculate who that is in third because the long right-hander here after turn 1 and the start usually gives the drivers on the inside lane an advantage. So we'll see as they come back toward us if we can pick out who that driver is.
Look who's on the inside. Look on the inside. We've got a position change right there.
Hefner taking the point. I'm pretty sure that's Jack Crawford in the third spot. No question that gold-colored cart in fourth belongs to Reese Gold.
Here we come around the last chance corner, approaching start-finish for their first competitive racing lap. Here we go. Thanks to the Kart Racing Network. If you're just joining us, look at the draft. Look for position changes as they're coming into corner number 1. Running single file again. Waiting for our timing and scoring to catch up with us. Good action with the front 3. Position pitch H. Oh, we've got a cart. It's gone off to the soft toil of dust. That's going to cost him handsomely, losing all those positions, dropping to the back. I'm not in a position to tell you right off the get-go. Maybe it was Crawford. Maybe it was Hefner. I can only speculate from my vantage point. Stay with me here.
I believe it was Crawford. I'm fairly certain it was Crawford. I'm waiting for the timing and scoring screen to come back active again. For some reason, we're offline for the moment, but we'll get that back up in a minute. No question out front. It appears to me from this vantage point that is the
Arndt and Hefner.
Here's a replay of what happened. They go down, and actually just the driver pushes up on the curbs and slide out. So that is Jack Crawford going off the track. That has got to be heartbreak for Jack Crawford as those guys, he tried a pretty aggressive outside move. I don't really understand how he ended up in that position, to be perfectly honest, and unfortunately up on the curb and out of this race by quite a distance.
But now his job now, his mission now is try to get back into the field and see if he can overtake some racers. Ethan Arndt is up front. Chase Hefner right there in 1 and 2. Big gap before leading into 3 and 4. Now 2.
Well,
this
big
is where
gap by Micromax standards.
Yeah, Micromax standards, absolutely. I mean, a huge 6.5 horsepower. Coming through the carousel, that's 5.
Carousel, I forgot what they called that down there.
That's the carousel, that's 5.
Carousel.
Watching the big screen, paired up in 2s as they're coming into the box. That's 6, 7. Now 8, and coming out of the box, 9, approaching the kink. Lots of action through the kink as they build up speed, trying to drive it in hard into the thumb. Here they come into the thumb. Out of the thumb, looking for the inside. Here's that outside in. Here's that outside in. Watch them drop in. Is it going to be a change? No change right there for the front 2 carts. Hefner up there, battling it out. Ethan Arndt at the point. Coming across the last chance, approaching the start-finish.
We've got a change for position, and the 58 car
just slips by.
Sebastian Montoya started in the 9th spot, goes
sitting
to
third.
Goes to third. So now we saw Sebastian in the pre-final making his way to the front of the field. Then he had contact and was pushed off the track, struggling home to a 9th place finish. So Montoya may be the guy to watch in this deal, as
he's
he was
already
going
up
to
6
the
spots.
Front. He was going to the front in the pre-final, and with just a few laps in here in the final, scheduled to go for 16 laps here in Micromax, Montoya is already making himself a presence at the front. And now he will fully engage the back bumper of Chase Hefner. We got a 3-way battle for the lead now. Carl.
Coming into the thumb. Let's keep an eye on Sebastian Montoya, cart number 58. Ethan Arndt is still your leader, cart number 49. Chase Hefner, cart number 85. Here they go, up into the S's. Montoya closing the gap a little bit, climbing up. Now coming into 17, 18 through 18 into 19.
It's Diego LaRocque there in the 5th spot. I've been waiting to find out who that driver was.
Where is he? There. There's another change.
I see Chase Hefner's dad pointing go, and hit go he does. He uses a bump draft, Sebastian Montoya to go to the lead. Montoya goes with him down into turn 1.
Montoya, if my information is correct, is now in second.
He is indeed, as he bump drafted Chase Hefner into the lead. And I was watching Chase's dad down here in the mechanics area right in front of us, and he was telling his son, go, go, go.
That's what it's all about here in the Mini Micro, the Micro Max right here. Thanks to National Motorsports Precision Works. Here's an instant replay. Talk me through it. You were there.
You saw the big bump draft by Montoya there. He pushes him up. Chase Hefner almost lost that position to Montoya as well, but he was able to hang on with a nice outside roll through turn 1.
Great footage by Kart Racing Network.
Through that all-important 13 and 14. We've seen a lot of action there all weekend, and now down into the S's, and the all-important last chance now through turn 18 and 19, moving on to the finishing straight. Chase Hefner still leading over Sebastian Montoya in second. Ethan Arndt now in the third spot.
Look at Montoya. Hit me. Come on,
He's
bump
tapping
me,
his
bump me,
helmet,
bump
saying,
me,
come on,
bump
tap,
me.
tap, tap.
Look.
Oh,
It's no lands.
Arndt almost goes off the track.
Yes,
and that
you got to
bumps,
be careful.
Hefner all the way back. Now, we did see Reese Gold dropping a spot there as Diego LaRocque goes up into fourth. So Diego LaRocque now making his way back to the front. That's another driver that was at the front of this field and got bumped off the track. And I believe Arndt was involved in both of those, if my memory serves me correctly.
Gabriela Ramirez is driving cart number 51. She started in the 14th position.
Currently in ninth.
Currently in ninth, slipping into the top 10 for the young racer. Great job for Gabriela.
Up front, Sebastian Montoya still leading this thing. Really a lot of action, even for a Micromax race in the front end of this thing. They're working lap number 6 of a scheduled 16 here in Micromax.
Where's Diego?
Diego LaRocque?
Yeah.
He was in fourth spot, isn't he? Right in front of Reese Gold. Yeah, that's
there
Diego
he goes.
Right there in the fourth spot.
Coming across the start finish.
And he's reeled up on the back of Chase Hefner now. He has joined the battle at the front. Look at the action here down into one. Here goes LaRocque. You asked where he was.
Yep,
there he
10-4
is.
here.
Diego
Get one
LaRocque
spot, at least one
goes
spot.
To third. I haven't seen anybody shaking bacon yet.
LaRocque maybe is losing. Oh, we got a spin.
Ooh, that
Ethan
was,
Arndt.
Ethan
brings it
Arndt
all the way
out of
around.
that front group, man, that is going to be an upset. Young Ethan Arndt as he spins out of the front group, came across the line in second, and then tossed it away down in turn 4, heading into the carousel.
Oh, it's mixing up here.
Out front, look at Sebastian Montoya, man, making his dad proud. Now, I got to wonder, I know Sebastian watches his dad
watching the
online,
replay here.
watches his dad's
coming
racing.
through 3 and 4.
Here's the replay.
So watch this replay, Bill. He's coming through 3 and 4. That was just a quick replay showing that full spin.
Now we're back to live now. Okay, so we're watching Chase Hefner, who I think is in the second spot. In fact, Montoya is so far out front now, so you just see him run out of shot. He's all the way out of the shot now, up in the lead. The gap at the line, we'll tell you how much the gap is right now. As here goes LaRocque into the second spot. LaRocque goes to second, yes. So Sebastian Montoya with a .706 lead over Diego LaRocque now. Chase Hefner back to the third spot. Reese Gold is currently still in fourth and all alone in fourth. And then there's a big gaggle of karts racing for 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th. That would be Cooper Becklin, Jeremy Fairbairn, Gabriela Ramirez up to 7th now. Ramirez
great
continuing
job
to make room up from 14th up to 7th, only 7 laps into this one. So less than halfway through the race, and Gabriela Ramirez is continuing to make an impact on the top of the field.
Gabriela, good job. Here we go. Watching it
run
right
through
for
the
the
field.
top.
If you'll watch the action, I'll look at the top.
You got it.
From the top, we see that red car is Sebastian Montoya, followed closely by Diego LaRocque and Chase Hefner. Then Reese Gold, Cooper Becklin rounding out the top 5. Jeremy Fairbairn 6th, Gabriela Ramirez up to 7th from her 14th starting spot. Josh Pearson 8th, Ugo Ugachukwu in the 9th spot. Tyler Maxson in 10th. Jack Crawford currently in the 11th spot. Jonathan Ports 12th. Ethan Arndt after leading the race down to 13th. Gino Sandoval 14th. Ashton Torgerson 15th. Tate Plum 16th. Logan Stretch in the 17th spot, and Carson Vreens rounding out the field. Fast lap of the race, the kart in the 11th spot, the number 52 of Jack Crawford, who had a problem at the start of the race and fell back, is at 107.790, fastest lap for that driver currently in 11th. Up front, nailed together, Sebastian Montoya, Diego Larocque. A driver out of Miami, Florida leading, a driver from Laveen, Arizona in second. And challenging for the lead down into the thumb and takes the spot. Diego Larocque takes over the top of the sheets here as he makes his way through lap number 9 of the scheduled 16 laps. So working lap 9 of 16, your new leader, Diego Larocque.
Coming through the S's. Watch the
Here
replay.
is the move.
So they're coming into deep. We're talking into the thumb. Coming through the thumb.
Actually clipped the curb on the way in. That's how deep he went in. And then perfect exit speed. He actually opened up a gap. But here comes Montoya down into turn 1. Can't get it done. Watching online, our top 3 now, that would be Diego Larocque, Sebastian Montoya, and Chase Hefner. They pulled a gap of almost 2.2 seconds over Reese Gold in the 4th spot. So those front 3 are pulling away. Poor Reese Gold hung out to dry all alone in 4th, and then a gaggle of 5 karts together for 5th through 8th.
It's a Kart peloton. Through the thumb once again.
And we got no changes back there, but here comes
13, 14.
Looks like an outside-inside move from Sebastian Montoya. Wasn't able to get it done.
Climbing up the hill, 15, 16, coming into 17. Last chance, taking that straight across the start-finish line. Watch Montoya, watch Montoya. He's real close this time. There's that little bump. There's that little bump for Sebastian.
See Montoya touching the side of his helmet. He's trying to get Chase Hefner up there to run some drafting in there with him. Chase not able to get up to his back bumper, so that bump draft not working for him. Here we go. I think we just saw Larocque make a mistake. Sebastian Montoya right up on the back of him through the carousel. It's hard to get a pass done once you enter that turn, so he settles back in as they make their way into the box.
Really starting to separate themselves from the rest of the field. Coming into the kink. That's 10 and 11.
Over 3 seconds separation between 3rd and 4th place now. That's a long way.
No changes through the thumb. Always got to keep your eye on that 13-14 transition. Now 16, 17, 18. Here we go, running single file across the start finish. Real close now. Now we're going to see it. Here comes Montoya. Look at the inside. Sebastian Montoya back into single file. Not enough momentum. Larocque, Diego Larocque is still up front.
So while we're talking about Sebastian Montoya, I'm not going to say anything about what happened this morning as they're running a double race day in Toronto. It's a pretty unique format for the IndyCar series. But Juan Pablo Montoya, father of our second-place driver Sebastian Montoya, is racing in Toronto, and they're going to start the second race of the day in about 20 minutes up there in Toronto. So could it be?
How would it
be that father and son win on the same day? We'll find out before it's all the days over.
That'd be crazy, but how would it be, too, if Sebastian does, we're not looking in the crystal ball, but let's say he does win it, or at least he gets a podium finish, that Juan finds out just prior to climbing into the cockpit.
You know, yeah, I guess it's possible this race will be done before Juan
just
goes
get a quick,
out. That's right.
Quick text to say, hey,
that.
guess what? Sebastian got on the podium. We've got
I'll
top 5.
guarantee right now, Juan Pablo Montoya is glued to the broadcast at Kart Racing Network. Juan, if you're listening, number 1, congratulations on your IndyCar win. It's your return to IndyCar racing. We never had a doubt.
Looking for the bump, Juan.
Looking for the bump draft. He's
there
made Dad proud as he goes back to the point. Fantastic action here from the young man. You know, those guys struggled when they first got together. Juan actually turns the wrenches a lot on his son's car. It took him a little bit to figure out how to get this stuff done, but this year Sebastian's really come on fire, and I'm sure Juan is immensely proud right now as his son is leading the U.S. National.
Here we go. Watch this replay.
Watch him touch his helmet. Come on. He's asking Chase Hefner. Let's go. Let's go.
Get it.
And there's the bump.
There it
you
is.
see his head go back,
Yep.
the bump draft, and he goes straight to the point.
So at one point, these young racers are going to go from the ages of 8 to 10.
Take a look at this. 18 drivers in the field. Jack Crawford goes from the front of the field to the very end due to an incident, and now he has made his way back up to 9th. So we'll keep an eye on the number 52 as we'll see he can make his way back up toward the front of the field.
Well, that's great information right there. The point I was just going to illustrate is that at one point these 8 and 10-year-olds in this class are going to become old enough to drive on the public roadways. At one point they're going to be told we want safe, not fast drivers. Safe, not fast drivers. In this case, these young racers are really putting on a competitive final here.
No
Montoya's
changes
up
in the
front.
Top three. No changes in the top three down into one. So online, we're falling a little further back into the field, I think.
Yeah, 3 and 4 now coming into the carousel. That's a big carousel. That's 5.
So we're watching the 4th and 5th place battle, or were, I should say.
That's Pearson.
That's 4th, 5th, and 6th. Is that correct that we're following now?
Uh-huh.
7th.
Crawford up to 7th now.
Oh, that's Jack Crawford making his way up through the field. Okay, now I understand what we're looking at. So we talked about Jack Crawford. He's already picked up 2 more spots. Let's look at the lap time, 109.0 to a 108.3. So he's not turning laps consistent with the leaders yet, but he is making his way up through the field.
We'll keep an eye on him.
Montoya under attack now. He's doing the bunny hop trying to get the car to accelerate, but that's not going to work out for him, I don't think. And we have a pass. He goes to 3rd. So Hefner and LaRock go by. Sebastian Montoya, he's relegated to the 3rd spot. As I think he had a little problem coming onto the finishing straight, man. He was bunny hopping the whole way down trying to get to the car.
Another change.
I see why now. 2 to go. I didn't notice that. 2 to go here in our final.
2 to go, but notice through the box here, we've got position changes again.
Ooh, whoa, 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 whoa. LaRock almost threw it away coming out of the box.
Hefner's up front. Montoya's in 3rd. Chase is keeping an eye on.
They'll have the white flag this time by. Look at Hefner blocking. LaRock trying to
there's that inside
move.
move.
He's going to
There it
go
is.
by.
We were
and he's going
just
to bring Montoya with him. No, Hefner able to close it.
It was just a matter of time for that outside end.
Yep, LaRock at the point. Here comes the white flag. Final lap. Nash Motorsports Precision Works sponsored Micromax. Side by side across the stripe. Here comes Montoya. Right away. Montoya goes by them both.
Sebastian Montoya takes the point going into corner number 3 to 4. Montoya through 3, 4 coming into the carousel. That's 5.
And picking it up through the carousel. Hefner starting to close the gap, though. Can he hang on? Hefner's only got a couple of places with a legitimate shot at this thing, but with the national championships on the line, just about anything is possible, folks. They make their way out of the box for the final time here at the 2014 U.S. Grand Nationals. Sebastian Montoya, in only his 2nd year of competition in kart racing, he blocks down into the thumb. Here comes LaRock beside Hefner. Hefner now looking for a way down into turn 13.
Inside.
Here comes Montoya to take the position back. And LaRock goes with him.
Oh, LaRock is around.
Oh, no. Hefner and LaRock spin. Montoya's going to win it.
You might as well just... Unbelievable.
Sebastian Montoya is your national champion in Micromax competition, ladies and gentlemen. They asked you, is the driving in the blood? I'd have to say, based on that one, it is in the genes, ladies and gentlemen. Juan Pablo Montoya, if you don't know it, or if you're listening in, congratulations. Your son is a national champion. Now go get him at the Toronto IndyCar race.
Congratulations, Sebastian Montoya. A handful for Chase. A handful for Diego.
Man, we're going to see the replay. I know we're going to see the replay.
6
and
times.
What a move. Yeah, we can play that one like 3 times.
Watch it. Notice.
Watch Montoya. He's looking straight at him. He knows exactly what he's going to do. Straight down the inside.
But look who's following him now.
And I think he actually gets a little bump draft right there. Yes, he does. LaRock gives him a bump and then runs out of room. Hefner was not going to lift.
That's racing.
Yep. Hefner was not going to lift. LaRock didn't know he was there.